Hello, thank you for joining us for another episode of the Perry Proud Show. This is brought to you in partnership with the Perry Chamber of Commerce and ComSouth Channel 100, and we certainly appreciate their partnership. We're very pleased to be for the first time at the Perfect Pair for this episode. So if you have not enjoyed the edible pleasures here at the Perfect Pair in beautiful downtown Perry, we invite you to take a stroll on Carroll Street, enjoy lunch, and then visit our shop owners as well on Commerce, Carroll, and all through the downtown portion of Perry. We're very proud to have them. Also today I'd like to introduce our guests. We have Commissioner Chair Tommy Stallnaker with us. Thank you, Tommy, for joining me.
Glad to be here. Thank you for the invitation.
I also have my past chair of the board of directors here at the Chamber. He is also with Georgia Power, Mr. Joe Bramley.
Thank you, Darlene, and I'm very thankful to be the guy you got to come on with Tommy. He's got a good story to tell, and I can't wait to hear it. So thanks for letting me be here.
Awesome. It sounds like we've got a great episode ahead of us, and to inform you and engage you in all that is going on in Perry and Houston County. So Tommy, let's let you kick it off. What do the viewers need to know about some great things going on here in Houston County?
I'd like to talk just a little bit about some construction projects, and I want to talk about some potential areas of concern with revenues in this county. I've discussed them in previous forums and all, particularly at the commissioners meeting, and I'd like to talk briefly on that as well. First, I want to tell you something that we are really proud of that's about to come to fruition, and that's the completion of the Georgia State Patrol Aviation Hangar. Houston County has invested heavily in that project. City of Perry has partnered with it as well, along with the state of Georgia. People may wonder, well, why is that such a big deal? Well, having the services of aviation from the Georgia State Patrol is a big deal.
Yes.
Because obviously if we didn't, aerial search and rescue missions would have to come from a far distance. We have them right here. But more importantly, we're able to sell fuel to the state of Georgia for those helicopters that they run in and out of there. So that's a revenue source for the airport authority. And having the visibility there, they're going to be the focal point at the Houston County Perry Airport in the future. When you come in and see their facilities, we're planning on dedicating that facility on November the 8th, which is election day. We encourage people to stop by and see it. Again, I know the state of Georgia is proud of it, and we are too. Let me talk about a project that I am constantly asked about, and I wish we had more control of it to some extent as far as completion, and that is State Route 96. Mm-hmm. It's probably not a day that goes by that somebody doesn't ask me, when are they going to finish? When are they going to finish? Well, obviously the date has slipped on more than one occasions, and the most recent date the Department of Transportation has released is they will be complete by the end of the calendar year for Phase 1 and 2. Phase 1 begins at I-75, and Phase 2 begins at Lake Joy and terminates at Moody Road. Those two phases should be complete this calendar year. If you've been in that area at night, you know the difficulties maneuvering now because they're paving at night, and it is extremely difficult to move around while they topping the project out and all. They're making great progress. I think overall they've done a great job as far as the time that they have built that project in. But I'm pleased with the progress that both contractors have made on the project. Even though the time may have slipped, lengthened a little bit, I think they've done a good job with the constraints they've had to work under. They have worked under heavy traffic volumes, and to my knowledge, there's been no serious or fatal accidents due to the construction. And that says an awful lot with the heavy equipment that's moved around by passing vehicles up and down the road. And I think that is huge.
Can I say one thing on that, Tommy? I know part of the delay, and I think you and I talked, it's been about a year now, but I think we forget how much it rained about 18 months ago. It was a very wet winter, and I know it delayed some of the work that we were doing out there, and I'm sure it had to delay asphalt and curb work too.
It did. Some weather conditions. Some of the other conditions was utilities. As you just mentioned, the utilities would have to move out of the way and all. But overall, when a project is let, when that completion date is initially let, in all probability it's not going to be met because there's reasons that it's going to get pushed on out and all. But we are anxious for that to be complete. I know the citizens that travel that road and the truck traffic and all up and down it, they will be just as equally as glad to see it complete as well.
I'm sorry. It's always hard for growing pains in a community, but to get us where we need to go, and the county has seemed to do a really good job with overseeing that project.
Well, and there's a lot of people engaged in it. The state of Georgia, the county, the cities have, particularly Warner Robins, because they've had some utilities in the way that they had to get out of the way. Counties had utilities that they had to move. Georgia Power, Flint Energies. There's you got your telecommunications people that had to move and get out of the way. It's a huge coordination effort when you start to do a project like that. Mm-hmm. Let me tell you one other project that we're proud of, and we talked about it a while back. And we're going to have a topping out ceremony in November, first part of November. And that is a new fire station they call the Purdue Fire Station, this station that's going to be adjacent to Purdue Chicken in the Frito-Lay area and the CMEX area. The wake-up call came to the county well over a year ago now when Purdue Chicken caught on fire. And it was reasonably well for response time. But with the number of people that are employed in those two facilities, and as large as they are, well, actually 3 facilities counting the cement company, we felt necessary that there needed to be some fire service in the area. It is going to be the first full-time fire service that we've offered in the county. Our intentions are to increase the full-time service in the unincorporated area. This will be a beginning point. The hospital will put an ambulance at that fire station. That's going to be huge, not only for those in industry in that area, but for the people that live in that part of the county that are not close to an ambulance service. So we'll have an ambulance service there. They'll have their own living quarters. The fire service people will have their own living quarters as well. It will be a nice facility. It's a big facility, and again, it's to the topping out stage, which basically means it's dried in, and so we begin a downhill for the completion on that. Those are some projects that we've got going on, Darlene, and I'm going to circle back to the revenue portion in a moment and talk about that a little bit more.
Okay. Well, as you can tell, there's lots and lots of new things and exciting things happening in Houston County. Joe, I'd like for you, if you don't mind, kind of catch us up with some things going on with Georgia Power and economic development that you see that we need to know about.
Well, I appreciate you phrasing it that way, because I hope when you think Georgia Power, you think economic development.
We do.
And you think
we do.
Here in Houston County, you think good growth, which we I'll probably ramble a little bit here, but I want to tell the whole story.
Yes, please.
One reason we feel like this county's been successful, Perry has been successful, is because of a phrase we like to talk about at the chamber called unprecedented cooperation. We say it, but we mean it more than just say it, because the elected officials in this county, the chambers of commerce, the business community, and the private sector all work very well. Seems like we have a common purpose. And part of that common purpose, you can call it economic development, good growth, or you can just call it hope. Because when you create good growth, jobs, a better way of life, you're creating hope for the citizens.
Yes.
And I just want to say thank you again to Tommy for the way you and the other commissioners and the city officials, they all work so well together. We don't always agree, and I know y'all don't always agree, but we work it out for the good. Just like the 96 project, there were some disagreements on that, but it worked out. Now that's going to be a growth corridor. When the port expands,
right?
If that 96 hadn't been widened, we'd have a lot of trouble. But we're ahead of the curve because of the foresight of our leadership.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, I visited Sandler recently, and they were even saying, their raw material comes in that port. Right. So it's going to help us all.
Yeah. Okay. Let me give you a little bit of an update on Georgia Power, because some folks might have gone by our offices, and I don't know if I said it or not, but I'm on here as past chair of the chamber, but I'm also the area manager for Georgia Power here in Perry, Houston County, and we've recently closed our payment offices. My desk and several other people still work out of Perry, but we're not accepting payments there anymore. The reason we've done that is because over the last year, we've created over 5,000 alternate payment locations. You can go to Walgreens, Walmart, CVS to pay your bill, and more every day. That wasn't our idea. That was basically our customer's idea, because they don't want to be forced to come into our office from 8 to 4:30. They want to be able to pay their bill when they go shopping, when they do their business. So that dictated what we did. There's nothing you can do at Georgia Power that you can't do on your phone now, unless that's looking at a construction site and you can call to get the visit on your phone. So we closed those offices. Most recently, we also had Hurricane Matthew that came through. It impacted almost 400,000 of our customers. I think it's 355,000. It hit on a Friday evening, October 7th, and into Saturday morning. Well, by the next Thursday, we had 99% of those customers back on.
That's amazing.
That seems to be when we're at our best. We deployed 5,000 people to the coast, and the only people that didn't have service on Thursday were some of the barrier islands like Sapelo, that there's no bridge. We were having to transport material and men over there on barges.
Wow.
So our people responded well, and it's always our goal to provide cheap, reliable, clean power. So reliability is big, and it's big for our industries here in Houston County.
Joe, let me ask you a question. As far as it seems that it's a trend as far as the payments and all. I know in the county that we've changed to some of our payment. You used to have to come in to pay your water bill all the time. Now you can pay it online. You can pay it with credit card and your bank drafts and all. Those of us that are living in the ancient ages, and I'm saying me, not you.
I'm with you.
Those times have changed. I was recently talking to a banker, and he was telling me that a lot of the branches would begin closing, not just in this county, but throughout, because they would decrease the number of banks because of what you just said. There are so few customers that are coming in those banks now because they're doing it online and by the telephone and all. I think that is amazing that the technology has moved that fast, and it's kind of a double-edged sword, though.
Yeah, even closing those, we closed 104 offices statewide. We still have 27 payment offices open, but that only impacts 15% of our transactions, and tomorrow it will be less than that. Every minute we're here, somebody's setting up their own line rather than having to come in, and it's a seesaw balancing effect. Sooner or later, it costs too much to have that brick and mortar. You have to pay for landscaping, a water bill, a power bill, a telephone, IT services. We just think it's the best thing for our customers. Remember earlier I said clean, safe, cheap, reliable power. So our bottom line is always provide our customers affordable power. And that makes us competitive as a state, and particularly as a community, when industry can come in and they know they're going to be in the bottom quartile electricity rate.
And that is a very, very large key component when we are courting these industries, is that they can get cheap, efficient, reliable power. So it's a good thing. Georgia Power has listened to their customers, and Chairman Stallacre has even said that the county is offering more creative, inventive, applicable ways to make sure that your payments get where they need to be on time and at your convenience. So if you have any more questions about the payments offer, Joe, can they go online or call a number?
Go online, www.georgiapower.com, or our 1-800 number that's on the site there. They'll be on the offices for the foreseeable future. The number will be there. And I'm still in Perry. I'm in Perry. Actually, I'll be in Perry more now, Houston County more now than I was when I had 5 offices to take care of. There's a tremendous amount of paperwork and compliance work with the federal government that has to be done. That goes away, and we think as a company, we're statewide. We think that our people are going to get to spend more time recruiting business to the state of Georgia, working within the local communities. I hope you see the Georgia Power logo a whole lot more on the street rather than sitting at the office reviewing paperwork.
Well, we are very excited about all of these opportunities. Thank you, gentlemen, so much for giving us updates from both one of our great economic development partners in Georgia Power. Also, as my past chair of my board, thank you, Joe, for all that you've done for us. Commissioner Stoneacre, thank you so very much for joining us today. It's always a pleasure to make sure that we keep our viewers informed of the good things going on. Perry is the county seat of the greatest county in the middle Georgia and whole state, Houston County. And it's always our pleasure to hear from you and what we need to know about what's going on.
Thank you very much, Darlene. And I too want to thank the Chamber as well as ComSouth for what y'all do each and every day. I have an awful lot of people tell me they watch Board of Commissioners meetings on the ComSouth Channel, and they thoroughly enjoy watching meetings. It's a good production. Y'all do a great job on producing it all. And obviously y'all do a great job here at the Chamber, but thank you for putting this show together. I think it's a good means to get information out on the community as a whole.
Well, thank you.
I would be remiss if I didn't mention the Development Authority for just a little bit.
Oh, please do, yes.
Over the last couple of years, Angie Giesling there has worked hand in hand with the chambers, the county, and we have moved the spec building. Huge capital investment now, and about 100, when it's all said and done, about 150 jobs will be there. And that took a lot of hard work, a year of hard work just for that one project. And that project went so well that it's going to be recognized, or has been recognized, by the Georgia Economic Developers Association with the Deal of the Year award.
Wow.
And they say what made the difference was the way the community as a whole, elected, business, the citizenry, they all worked together for the good of the county, and that's what made it the Deal of the Year. Great place to live, and we're very proud.
Yes, we are. Great partnership opportunity. And if you haven't seen it, we have a picture of Tobias, who is the head of that industry here, holding up the sticker. Very, very proud.
Joe, I think that also was a determining factor for the company itself in order to locate here. That helped them make their mind up and come in because of the cooperation and collaboration.
It did. Just the relationship. I know you and Tobias, the CEO, hit it off to start with, and you made him feel at home. And they called Perry home. They weren't here 2 weeks, and Perry was home.
Thank you again, and we look forward to our next episode of Perry Proud. And we're going to transition over to talking about one of the big events in Perry. Hope you have it on your calendar. It is Taste the Southern, coming up on December 1st. Hello again. Thank you again for being with us at this episode of the Perry Proud Show. I'm very pleased to announce one of the newest staff members at the Perry Chamber of Commerce, Ms. Kristen Dricker. She is Director of Member Services. How are you today, Kristen?
I'm good, Darlene. Thank you for having me on here. I'm excited to be here.
Well, you've been with us now for about 6 months.
Yes, ma'am.
And how's it going on this side of the chamber world?
It is so exciting. I'm having such a great time. Just being involved in my hometown community and getting to know some of our members and just planning out for the future for them and for our community. I'm really excited to be here. I'm loving it.
Well, she has been a great addition to the chamber family, and we thank you for all your efforts.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
I love how you're engaging with our members. And we've got a little something coming up soon for our members and the general public.
Yes, we do. Recently, we hosted our first ever Chamber 101 course. We did that in October, and we had a really good turnout, and some of our new members and some of our existing members came just to learn a little bit about what our chamber can do for the community and for your business. That went so well that we've planned another one in January, and it will be held on January 18th at our chamber boardroom. So please join us for that.
That is fantastic. And that is the opportunity for you to come learn what your chamber does for you in the community. The hidden benefits maybe that we've hidden too good for our members. There's a lot of marketing opportunities.
Oh, definitely, yes.
That members can even initiate on their own. Mm-hmm. So good job there. Thank you, Kristen.
Making sure that
we are educating our members and our community as together on what we try to do here in the community as for our businesses and our citizens as well. Speaking of what the chamber does for our community, as a whole. We've got a big soiree coming up December 1st.
Yes, 6:30.
6:30. Miller Murphy Howard Building at the Georgia National Fairgrounds. Very excited.
Yes.
Our 5th annual Taste of Southern. It's right upon us. Make sure you call the chamber, get those reservations. Tickets are $30 a piece.
$30 or $200 for a table of 8.
That's right. Bring your friends, bring your coworkers,
Yes.
bring your Sunday school class, bring your neighborhood. It is a great evening
Yes.
of fun, festivities, celebrations. On that topic, I do want to make sure that people understand that we rebranded this event last year. It was Taste of Perry for 3 consecutive years. Very successful event. And we're so pleased that last year we were able to take it to a regional platform. We rebranded it as Taste of Southern after consulting with our local, very loyal Perry restaurants to make sure that they agreed with our mission that this is the opportunity to bring all of Middle Georgia together in Perry, remember, where Georgia comes together.
That's right.
And make it a regional draw. Working with that hub and spoke theory in tourism, we hope that people will come from even up to 2 hours away from Perry.
Yes.
Taste our wonderful restaurants that we have offering their wares on that evening. We have our stalwart community restaurants. We're so pleased that Perfect Pair,
Yes.
where we're filming our Perry Proud show now. She's returning for the 5th
For
year.
the 5th year, yes. She loves this event.
And tell us who is joining us this year that it's been a schedule problem for them.
Yes.
But this year they made it happen.
Yes, we are super excited to have the Swanson House restaurant right here, downtown Perry. First time ever. They're a huge success here in Perry. Everyone loves them, and so we're excited to be able to share that with other people coming to our community.
We are so pleased that Kim Sheridan has
Yes.
put forth that extra effort. You know, the event does happen at times for
During the holidays,
very busy
yes.
times for restaurants. They're catering. They're doing holiday
Holiday
parties.
yes.
But they make such an effort to bring this to you, the community of Perry, and the surrounding areas, the communities, Fort Valley, Hawkinsville, Vienna, Macon, Warner Robins. They all come and join us for this event.
Yes.
Very excited.
Yes, super excited about having them. Yes.
We want to thank our sponsors for
Definitely.
the event, for the Taste of Southern this year. We're very excited to welcome this year ComSouth, Country Financial. They're both new this year.
Both new, yes.
We have returning Georgia Power, Purdue Farms, Hamby Automotive, State Bank, and another new one this year that we're very
Really
excited about.
having, yes.
It's Frito-Lay. We've got our big food industries with
Definitely.
Purdue and Frito-Lay
Frito-Lay, yes.
coming
definitely.
to the table. Nothing more appropriate, I think, for their support. And they are not just supporting our chamber, they are supporting you, the community of Perry. And they ask you to come to the party and help us celebrate. Kick off your holidays.
Yes, definitely.
Do some shopping. Tell us what shopping opportunities will be there.
Yes, we're going to have a silent and live auction during the event. Many businesses locally and some of those throughout the region are donating items to us for you to be able to come and bid on. We've got some exciting stuff, some big trips, some just boutiques are donating some really big items of theirs here in downtown Perry. Lots of really cool stuff. Spa packages from one of our local spas here.
Perfect.
Yes.
Oh, that's exciting.
Very exciting. I kind of am have my eye on that one, so I'm waiting for that one.
And be sure to watch the Chamber's website,
Yes.
and we will be working on some of our social media to start marketing not just our restaurants, but also our auction items.
Yes.
So that you can go ahead and
You can
start
have
making
a
that wish
preview.
list.
Yes, you can kind of
Yeah.
start figuring out what you want to bid on when you get there.
I think I've got a few things I'm going to tell my husband
Right.
to watch for. And,
Yes.
you know, of course, he has to win it fairly, too. He has to keep upping that bid.
That's right.
There's no favorites played here at the Perry Chamber. But we're also excited, again, working on that regional opportunity and platform. We want to make this event the place to be in Georgia and in our region every year. We're very pleased that we have some new restaurants from even Macon. We have Buca de Beppo is joining us this year. We have Back to Eden's, which is a vegetarian.
Yes.
So we have something for
everyone.
everybody.
Yes, yes.
Another very much touristic draw, we have the Whistle Stop Cafe.
Yes. Oh, that's exciting. That's super exciting. Fried green tomatoes.
That's it. That's what she's bringing.
It's going to be so good. I'm excited.
Oh, you should be. You should be. She's going to be slicing and dicing and frying and
Make
serving.
it right there on site.
Yes, she is. Yes, she is. Again, that's a great, great, great opportunity to celebrate. Come out, meet people in our community, meet people from other communities. Be sure to come out and show them how you're Perry proud.
Yes.
To welcome them. And then go back and visit those communities.
Definitely, yes. See what they have to offer. Not only there at the event, they have many more items on their menu to offer. Plus, those people donating auction items. You know, they're coming from their stores. They have lots of stuff just in time for the holidays. So if you like something there and you didn't happen to win it, go visit their shop. They would love that.
That's perfect. That is perfect, and that's what this is about.
Yes.
It
Returning
really,
business
really
and
is.
just bringing people into our community.
Yeah, let's keep our dollars rolling through Middle Georgia
Yes.
and help each other.
Yes.
You know, again, one of our sister communities, Marty's Cakes, and she's from Hawkinsville.
Yes.
Hawkinsville is very near and dear to Perry and to all of our hearts, as most know. ComSouth and Channel 100 is based out of
Yes,
Hawkinsville.
yes.
And I assure you, they've got stores over there.
Oh,
that
they have such a cute little downtown
They
area
do.
as well. So
They
they have
do.
some really cool items there.
Go shop. If you can't find it here in Perry, go shop Hawkinsville.
Definitely,
Go shop
yes.
our local communities. Shop small when you can. That's so important. That is so important. Everybody has a place and has a role. We need our big stores. We need our Walmarts.
Right.
We need those big retails. But don't forget that it is small business is the backbone of our
Definitely.
nation.
Yes, yes.
So find that opportunity. Don't forget also that the Perry Chamber is hosting Shop Local
Yes.
during the holidays from the Saturday after Thanksgiving all the way through
December 31st.
correct through
Yes.
December 31st. Shop anywhere in Perry. Take your receipt to some local merchants, members of the Perry Chamber. They're going to have a stocking for you to put that receipt in and fill out a slip of paper. And you may win a television donated by Walmart.
Yes, yes. Very
And-
nice, big flat screen TV. It's very nice.
Matter of fact, they have placed a 40 huge.
Yes, 43-inch flat screen TV for our auction item. In the Taste of Southern.
It's wonderful. It's a smart TV.
It is, yes, yes.
I might need to know what that means. You know, that's a good label to have. Smart.
Smart, yes.
Yeah, so we're very grateful for Walmart. They are a huge community partner
They
of
really
ours as
are,
well.
yes.
Very good, very exciting things happening here in Perry. We welcome you. If we can serve you ever at the Perry Chamber, please reach out to us.
Please, yes, we would be happy to help you however we can.
If you have a business and you're not a member,
Please
Kristen
contact
is your
me.
gal. She'd love to reach out and visit with you. And the Perry Chamber can be reached at 478-987-1234.
And
That's
visit
smart.
our new website, perrygachamber.com.
Absolutely. Please do that as well. Again, mark your calendar, December 1st.
December the 1st, the
That-
Thursday after Thanksgiving.
Absolutely. 6:30 to 9 p.m. We're going to get you in. We're going to feed you. We're going to wine and dine you. There will be beer and wine included with
Yes.
your admission. Come walk the red carpet with us on December 1st, 6:30 to 9 p.m. Miller Murphy Howard at the Georgia National Fairgrounds. Thanks again for joining us for another episode of Perry Proud. And always, always find a reason to be Perry
Very
Proud.
proud.